Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create LearnWorlds user on Google Forms submission. So I am providing online courses and I'm managing these courses and the users with the help of LearnWorlds. Now here, in order to take the registration for the courses, I have created a separate registration form with the help of Google Forms. I have attached it on my website. And now my objective is that whenever an interested student is going to register themselves for the course, automatically that person should be enrolled as a user in LearnWorlds. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between Google Forms and LearnWorlds, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step for your business and you want to know how this automation is actually going to work, for that let me take you all towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So in this video we are going to learn that how we can automatically enroll a user in LearnWorlds whenever Google form will be submitted. So here I am managing my courses with the help of LearnWorlds, which is an amazing learning management platform, and to take the registration of the courses I am using course registration form which I have created with the help of Google Forms. I have attached this form on my website, and now my objective is that as soon as a user, an interested student, is going to submit this form with the details such as their name, their email and their contact number, then automatically that student will be enrolled in my LearnWorlds account in my school. Alright, now to automate this entire process, I will have to build the connection between this Google form which I have created and LearnWorlds account. But because they are not directly connected with each other, so here I am going to build this connection with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our daily repetitive tasks without the requirement of any coding and any programming skills, that too effortlessly. So with the help of Pabbly Connect, we are going to set up the connection between Google Forms and LearnWorlds. Before moving forward of creating this automation, let me show you that how this automation is actually going to work. So when a student is going to submit this registration form, automatically that student will be enrolled in my LearnWorlds account. So here in front of you, I'm going to submit this form as a student. We have the link of the form which I'm going to copy and I'm going to open it in a new tab. And then I'm going to enter the details in these fields to submit this form in front of you. Let's say the first name of this student who is enrolling is new, and let's say the last name of this student is student, new student. Then I'm going to enter the name, new student 49@pabblytudes.com. Let's see the phone number is. And now I'm going to submit the form. As soon as the form is submitted, here I'm going to take you towards LearnWorlds to check whether this student is enrolled over there in my school or not. So I'm going to go towards my school, and then I'm going to go towards the users section. And over here we can see that yes, recently a new student is added over here with a name as new student, and when I'm going to open the student, we have all the details. So this means our connection is absolutely successful. So now I'm going to show you how to build this connection step by step between Google Forms and LearnWorlds. So let's get started for that. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And you can see it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save our workflows, we can also create separate folders over here. Now, to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, I'm going to give a name over here. Create LearnWorlds user on Google Forms submission. After giving the name to my workflow, then I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have list of folders over here. Among these folders, I'm going to select the specific one in which I want to save this automation which I'm going to create currently. So here, this is a specific folder which I have created for all the automations that are related for learning management. I have selected that, and now let's click on create. As we have done that, a new screen is open in front of us. The screen contains two windows, trigger and actions, and these are extremely important principles, or we can say these are the basic concepts or the building blocks of the entire automation. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose here my objective is that as soon as Google form will be submitted by the interested student, then that student should be enrolled as a user in LearnWorlds. For that, here I'm going to take Google Forms in trigger and LearnWorlds in my action step. When we are going to set up the connection between these two applications, we will see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the form is submitted by the student in Google Forms, then only that student will be enrolled in LearnWorlds, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and let us select our trigger application, and that will be Google Forms. So let's select that. Over here, we have to build the connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect, because this is the application which we want to connect with Pabbly Connect, and when the form will be submitted, we want to capture the response. With that response, only the workflow is going to start. So here our start application, the trigger application is Google Forms. Then we have to select the trigger event, that on happening of which event you want to capture the response, on the happening of which event you want to trigger this workflow. I want that when the new response will be received through Google Forms, then the workflow should get triggered, or it should get start. Okay. Now, how we are going to do that? For that, you can see we have received a webhook URL, and also we have received some instructions. So basically, we have to follow the given instructions step by step carefully in order to build this connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. As we will do that, then this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new response from Google Forms towards Pabbly Connect. So let's copy the webhook URL. Then I'm going to insert it inside our Google Forms account. So first of all, I will take you towards my Google Forms. Over here, we'll go towards the response section. Okay, we have to link this Google form with Google Sheets, and then we have to insert the webhook URL inside the Google Sheets. To link it, you can see that here we have the option of view in Sheets, because this is the existing form which I'm using, and I've already linked it with my Google Sheets earlier. So here I'm going to simply go towards view in sheet option. But if you are using a new Google form over here, then in that case, you will find two options: view in an existing sheet or create a new one. So you can create a new one over there. Okay. So now, because my form is already linked, so I'm going to open the sheet over here. First of all, I'm going to delete the existing data from here. And you can see that in this sheet, we have all the same columns as we have the fields in our form. First name, last name, email, and the contact number. Along with this, here we have an extra column that is of timestamp. That means the date and time at which the form is submitted. So as our form is linked with Google Sheets, we are now going to set up the connection between this Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So that when the form will be submitted, the record of the form response will be created over here in the Google Sheets. And as soon as the record will be added over here, that same record will be sent towards Pabbly Connect as well. But for that, for connecting our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, let us first of all capture a response over here, which we could transfer towards Pabbly Connect. To capture the response, we have to fill up the form. So let's go towards the form section. I will go towards send option over here. I will simply shorten the URL and I will copy this link of the form. Let me open it in a new tab. And now I'm going to submit it. So let's start with the name. Let's say the name of the student is Smart, and let's say the last name is Student. Smart Student. Let's say the email is smartstudent59@pablytudes.com, and I'm going to enter a random phone number as well. And now I'm going to simply submit the form. As the form is submitted, the data is recorded over here. We have the timestamp, the first name, the last name of the student, the email, and the contact. As the record is created, now let's connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. For that, let's go towards extensions. Here we can see the option of add-ons. So let's go towards get add-ons. It will take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace, where we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So basically, Pabbly Connect webhook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to build this connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I've already installed it, so I'm just going to cross this. Once we have installed the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet. Then only you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks under extensions. Now, as I can find the option, let's go towards initial setup. So first of all, let us go back towards Pabbly Connect. We'll copy the webhook URL once again and we'll paste it over here. Then we have to enter the trigger column. Now what is trigger column? The concept of trigger column says that whenever in your Google Sheets the row will be added up till this column, the entire row will be immediately and automatically sent towards Pabbly Connect. The trigger column is the final data column in which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webhook URL. In my spreadsheet, you can see I have columns up till E, A, B, C, D and E. E is my last column and I want to keep E as my trigger column because I want that every time a new form will be submitted by the student and the record of that form will be created over here in Google Sheets in the new row up till contact number of the student, that is up till the E column, then the entire row should be sent towards Pabbly Connect and not before that. So according to your spreadsheet, according to the data which you want to capture, you have to select your trigger column like this. I have entered E over here and now I'm going to send the test response of this smart student towards Pabbly Connect. After doing this, let's submit the initial setup quickly. And as we have done that, let's just cross this. We'll move back towards Pabbly Connect. Over here, we have received the response. In the response, we have received all the details. So let's start reading them one by one. First of all, we have the trigger column over here, that is E. Then we have the timestamp, the date and the time of the form submission. Over here, we have the spreadsheet name. We have the spreadsheet ID. We have the sheet name, sheet ID, row index. That means the number of row in which the data is added. Here we have number of row as 2. So we have the row index as 2. Then we have the first name of the student, the last name and the email address. This means our connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. But after building the connection, our objective is that every time a new form will be submitted by a student, the record is created in Google Sheets, the data should be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. For that, you have to go towards extensions, you have to go towards Pabbly Connect webhooks and you have to click on send on event button. As soon as we have done that, now we have made sure that every time a new row will be added in this spreadsheet, the data will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. Okay. After this, we want to enroll the student who has submitted the form in LearnWorlds. For that, now we have to build the connection between LearnWorlds and Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward towards our action step and let us select our action application as LearnWorlds. As we have done that, now we have to select the action event. So what you want to perform, I want to create a user over there. So let's select create user as our action event. Then let's click on connect. For building this connection, here you can see we have two options, add new connection and select existing connection. If you have already built a connection with your LearnWorlds account, you can select your existing connection only. But I'm going to show you how you have to create a new one. So for that, let's go towards add new connection. You have to enter these details and all these details you are going to get from settings section of your LearnWorlds account under developer and API section. So do not worry, I'm going to show you each and every step. So let me first of all take you towards LearnWorlds account. This is my school which I've already opened over here. Okay, after coming on the school section, here you have the option of settings from the left side. After coming on settings section, here from the left side again we have the option of developers. Under developer section, here we have the option of API which we have to select. And here we have all the details. First of all, let's copy the client ID from here. Let's move back and paste it over here in the client ID field. Then once again we have to confirm the client ID. So we have pasted it once again. Then we have to enter the API URL and the client secret. So this is the API URL we have. Let's copy it and paste it over here. Finally, then we have to enter the client secret which is given over here. If you want, you can also regenerate it, but I'm going to simply copy the same and I'm going to paste it over here. In the similar manner, you have to enter all these details. Let's click on save and the connection between LearnWorlds and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. After building this connection, we have to enter the details in these fields to create the user over there. So let's start with the email. Email of the person to whom you want to add as a user. I want to add the student who has submitted the Google Forms as a user in LearnWorlds, and here I have received all the details of that student in my earlier response already. So instead of entering the data manually over here, I will simply map the data. Mapping is inserting data from previous step. I want to enter the email over here which is given over here as you can see. I will select the email directly from the previous step and it is mapped. When I have mapped this data, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So every time a new form will be submitted by an interested student, the email over here in this field is going to replace with a new email of that new student. Okay, in the similar manner, we are going to map the username of the student as well. That is the name of the student. So first of all, I will map the first name. I will use a space and then I'm going to map the last name. This is the full name of the student. So when we have mapped all these details, they have become dynamic. Now we have to enter the password. If you want, you can enter it. Otherwise, you can ignore this field. We have the question for subscribed for marketing emails. I've selected as false. Should sign up validation rules be applied? I've selected as false. And here we have some other details. If you want, you can just enter them. Otherwise, you can just ignore these fields as well. I'm ignoring these fields because I have not received them from my response. I will directly click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, here the response is received, and in the response we have the ID of the user. So now I'm going to take you towards my LearnWorlds account. Let's go back towards the user section. And you can see that yes, over here we have the new student with the name as Smart Student, and here we have the email. This means the connection between Google Forms and LearnWorlds is absolutely successful. And now every time a new student is going to register by submitting the Google Forms, that student will be enrolled as a user in LearnWorlds. So I hope this automation is clear to you. It is also helpful for your business. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.